Reason number 2, politics. This is another well-known reason why the anti-woke say that video games have gone woke, mainly because of game developers inviting their activist buddies to be consultants of sorts. They will often say that these consultants want to interject leftist politics in video games. Whenever the anti-woke crowd say, "Stop interjecting politics in video games," they oftentimes mean inclusion of characters from a specific race, gender, and sexual orientation to push some type of hidden agenda, or anything related to left-wing politics added to a video game. To debunk and correct these anti-woke people, there have always been political themes in video games, even in the 1990s and the 2000s as well, because art is subjective, and these games are the examples of politics in video games. Final Fantasy VII is known to be the most popular game of the series, although others argue that 4, 6, or 10 are better. However, we all know that Sephiroth is the main antagonist of Final Fantasy VII, yet there is another enemy besides the main antagonist: capitalism. How so? This is because in the video game, the world is run by an evil corporation known as the Shinra Electric Power Company. The company runs the floating city of Midgar, which has Mako reactors surrounding it. These reactors absorb the lifeblood of the world known as the Lifestream to convert into a non-renewable energy source that they call Mako. They have built and installed Mako reactors all over the world, in places such as Fort Condor, Junon, North Koro, Nibelheim, Gungaga, Moldeoheim, and Wutai. The company also has its own private army comprised of human soldiers and robots. Their special forces unit is an elite squadron called Soldier, where its members are infused with Mako. Defending the company's assets are agents called the Turks, as they are tasked with spying, murder, and eliminating potential moles and destroying any evidence of the company's atrocious actions. What Shinra does is kill anyone that stands in their way. The Shinra commits atrocities by killing an entire town for the attack on one of their reactors, even dropping a plate on Sector 7 and blame it on Avalanche when it was their own doing. A resistance group that fights against the company is called Avalanche, a faction bent on destroying Shinra and its Mako reactors in order to save the planet from imminent destruction. Because by absorbing the Lifestream, the company is taking life away from the planet, all in the name of making people comfortable with their lives. And they dismiss the destruction of the planet as bogus because all they care about is the profits and keep its grip on the entire world. Just like the real-life big corporations that dismiss climate change as bogus when it's very real. Examples of climate change are the melting of polar ice caps, garbage dumped on rivers, dumpings of toxic waste in forests, rivers, and the sea, which causes ecosystems to die, and a high number of sicknesses, even war as well. Much like the Shinra, the big corporations care only about the profits, the power, and not the people. Two good examples of political themes in video games are Fire Emblem Path of Radiance and its sequel for the Nintendo Wii, Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn. Path of Radiance is about Ike and his fellow mercenaries becoming embroiled in a war against the Kingdom of Dayan, which has invaded the Kingdom of Crimea. As for the sequel, it starts in a conflict between Dayan and a tyrannical occupation of the Bainan Empire, while civil war is brewing in Crimea, and then a global conflict begins. While the villains are King Ashnard, Jared, Duke Ludwig, the Vecnian Senate, and the Dark Goddess Asherah, there is an enemy that the heroes fight against as well: racism. Racism is hatred and prejudice towards anyone because of the color of their skin and promoting racial superiority. Some define the word racism as such, while others define it as power plus prejudice and privilege. In the world of Tellius, where both Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn take place, there are two races, the Bjork and the Laguz. The Laguz are shapeshifting humanoids that were enslaved, forced to become gladiatorial fighters for the amusement of the crowds, and are often labeled as subhumans by the Bjork. This shapeshifting race transforms into different types of animals such as hawks, ravens, herons, wildcats, tigers, lions, wolves, and dragons.